Top 10 most shocking rises and falls in NFL history. One player went from signing a $40 million contract to hanging himself in a prison cell. Another stripped naked and ran off the field mid-game, ending his career forever. These aren't just football failures. These are complete life meltdowns that shock the world. Million-dollar superstars becoming convicted felons, MVP quarterbacks becoming social outcasts, and Hall of Fame talents throwing it all away in the most insane ways possible. Buckle up, because these 10 NFL rises and falls are absolutely wild. Starting at number 10, Todd Gurley, the knee that couldn't keep up. Coming out of Georgia, Todd Gurley was supposed to be the next great NFL running back. At 6 feet 1 inch and 224 pounds with breakaway speed, he looked unstoppable. The Rams took him 10th overall in 2015, and for a few magical seasons he delivered on every promise. In 2017 and 2018, Gurley was virtually unstoppable. Back-to-back All-Pro seasons, over 2,000 yards from scrimmage, and 21 touchdowns in 2018 alone. The Rams rewarded him with a 4-year, $60 million extension, making him the highest-paid running back in the league. But then his knee started betraying him.
We find out he has a degenerative knee, an arthritic knee, and it's the same knee that he tore the ACL.
Arthritis set in. His explosiveness vanished. And by 2020, the Rams cut him despite owing him millions. He bounced to Atlanta, but was never the same player. Today, he's retired at just 29 years old, a reminder of how quickly greatness can slip away. And here at number 9, Colin Kaepernick, from Super Bowl to exile. Colin Kaepernick's rise was meteoric. After taking over for an injured Alex Smith in 2012, the dual-threat quarterback with the rocket arm transformed the 49ers into Super Bowl contenders. His 2012 playoff run was legendary.
What a game! Touchdown!
264 rushing yards, including a record 181 against Green Bay. He led San Francisco to the Super Bowl, nearly beating the Ravens with his cannon arm and gazelle-like speed. For a brief moment, Kaepernick looked like the future of quarterbacking. But football was just the beginning of his story. In 2016, he began kneeling during the national anthem to protest police brutality and racial inequality. "I am not going to stand up to show pride in a flag for a country that oppresses black people," he said to NFL media. The gesture sparked a national firestorm. His play had already declined, but the controversy sealed his fate. After opting out of his 49ers contract in 2017, no team would sign him. He filed a grievance against the NFL, claiming owners colluded to keep him out. While his activism earned him global recognition and a Nike endorsement, his NFL career was over at just 29. At number 8, Robert Griffin III, the Golden Boy's glass body. RG3 was supposed to be the chosen one. The 2011 Heisman Trophy winner could throw darts with precision and run like a track star. When Washington traded up to draft him 2nd overall in 2012, expectations were sky high. His rookie season was pure magic. 3,200 passing yards, 815 rushing yards, 27 total touchdowns, and Offensive Rookie of the Year honors. He led Washington to their first playoff appearance in years and looked destined for superstardom. But then came that fateful January playoff game against Seattle. Playing on an already injured knee, Griffin's leg gave out in the most devastating way. The injury wasn't just physical. It shattered his confidence and changed his entire game. He returned trying to be a pocket passer, but the magic was gone. Coach conflicts, more injuries, and inconsistent play followed. By 2015, he was benched for Kirk Cousins. After Washington, he started for Cleveland in 2016 and later served as Lamar Jackson's backup in Baltimore, 2018 to 2020. But never recaptured that rookie year brilliance. The Golden Boy had become just another cautionary tale. At number 7, Johnny Manziel, money, fame, and self-destruction. Johnny Football was college football royalty. The first freshman to win the Heisman Trophy, Manziel's improvisational magic at Texas A&M made him must-see TV. His signature money gesture became iconic, and NFL scouts drooled over his arm talent and escapability. Cleveland took him 22nd overall in 2014, hoping he'd be their franchise savior, but Manziel's real passion wasn't football. It was the lifestyle. Reports of partying, drinking, and missed meetings surfaced immediately. He spent his rookie year mostly on the bench, then struggled when given chances in 2015. The final straw came during a 2015 bye week when he was spotted partying in Las Vegas while claiming to be injured. "I was self-medicating with alcohol because I thought it was helping," Manziel later revealed during an ABC GMA interview on February 12, 2018, about his bipolar disorder diagnosis. Cleveland released him after just 2 seasons. He attempted comebacks in the Canadian Football League and various other leagues, but his focus was never fully on football. Drug allegations, domestic violence accusations, and financial troubles followed. The kid who once commanded millions now serves as a warning about wasted potential and the dangers of fame without foundation. At number 6, Josh Gordon, talent versus temptation. Josh Gordon possessed otherworldly talent that tortured NFL fans for a decade. At 6 feet 3 inches, with blazing speed and incredible hands, he could make any quarterback look elite. His 2013 season with Cleveland was legendary. 1,646 receiving yards in just 14 games, averaging over 117 yards per game, despite having mediocre quarterbacks throwing to him. He led the NFL in receiving yards while missing 2 games, a feat that seems impossible in hindsight. The Browns had found their franchise receiver, and Gordon seemed destined for Canton, but substance abuse kept derailing everything. Suspensions became routine. Violations, missed drug tests, and failed attempts at sobriety. He missed the entire 2015 and 2016 seasons due to suspensions. Brief comebacks with New England and Seattle showed flashes of his old brilliance, but the pattern always repeated. "I've made a lot of mistakes, but I'm trying to move forward," Gordon said during one of many comeback attempts. He'd dominate for a few games, get suspended again, then disappear. Despite over 4,200 career receiving yards, Gordon played in just 77 games across 11 seasons. The most talented receiver who couldn't stay on the field. And the top 5 are the most shocking yet. Just wait until you get to number 1. Coming in at number 5, Cam Newton, the Superman who lost his powers. Cam Newton redefined what it meant to be an NFL quarterback. At 6 feet 5 inches and 245 pounds, he was a linebacker who could throw touchdown passes and a quarterback who could bulldoze linebackers. Auburn's national championship quarterback became Carolina's franchise savior when they drafted him first overall in 2011. His rookie records were staggering: most passing yards, most rushing touchdowns, and most total touchdowns by a rookie quarterback. But 2015 was his masterpiece season. Newton threw for 3,837 yards, rushed for 636 more, and accounted for 45 total touchdowns while leading Carolina to a 15-1 record and Super Bowl appearance. His Superman celebration became iconic, and he earned near unanimous MVP honors, 48 of 50 votes. "I'm not going to change who I am," Newton declared at his peak. Then the injuries mounted. His signature scrambling style took a toll. Shoulder problems, foot injuries, and ultimately the devastating Lisfranc injury that derailed 2019. His arm strength diminished, his mobility decreased, and Carolina moved on. Brief stops in New England and back to Carolina couldn't recapture the magic. The quarterback who once seemed unstoppable couldn't stay healthy enough to prove he still had it. At number 4, Michael Vick, from electrifying to imprisoned. Michael Vick was football poetry in motion. The left-handed rocket from Virginia Tech could make plays that defied physics and broke video games. When Atlanta selected him first overall in 2001, they weren't just drafting a quarterback. They were drafting a revolution. His speed was unmatched, his arm strength was legendary, and his improvisational skills were unparalleled. The 2004 season showed his ceiling: 2,313 passing yards, 902 rushing yards, and highlight reels that made SportsCenter every Sunday. He became the first quarterback to rush for 1,000 yards in a season during 2006 and led the Falcons to the playoffs multiple times. The Vick experience was unlike anything football had ever seen. But in 2007, everything collapsed. Federal investigators uncovered Vick's involvement in a dogfighting ring called Bad News Kennels.
66 dogs were removed from Vick's property, Bad News Kennels.
The details were horrifying: animal cruelty, illegal gambling, and a culture of violence. I want to apologize for all the things that I've done and that I've allowed to happen, Vick said at his sentencing. He served 21 months in federal prison, lost his Atlanta contract worth over $130 million, and filed for bankruptcy. His comeback with Philadelphia showed flashes of his old brilliance, including a magical 2010 season. But he was never quite the same player who once redefined the position. At number 3, Ray Rice. 3 seconds that ended everything. Ray Rice was Baltimore's heartbeat for 6 seasons. The Rutgers product became one of the NFL's most complete running backs. 6,180 career rushing yards, consistent production, and clutch performances in big moments, including a crucial role in Baltimore's Super Bowl 47 victory. He was a team captain, community leader, and the type of player franchises build around. Rice had just signed a 5-year, $35 million extension and seemed locked in as Baltimore's feature back for years to come. Then came February 15, 2014, at Atlantic City's Revel Casino. Security footage initially showed Rice dragging his unconscious fiancée, Janae Palmer, from an elevator. The NFL suspended him 2 games, treating it like a minor infraction. But when TMZ released the inside elevator footage in September, everything changed. The graphic video showed Rice punching Palmer, knocking her unconscious with devastating force. The public outcry was immediate and deafening. "I have to live with this for the rest of my life," Rice said in his only public statement. Baltimore released him within hours. The NFL suspended him indefinitely, and his career was over at age 27. Despite attempts at reinstatement and legal victories, no team would touch him. The 3-time Pro Bowler who had rushed for over 1,000 yards in 4 straight seasons became persona non grata, his legacy forever defined by those 3 seconds of violence. At number 2, Antonio Brown, the diva who self-destructed. Antonio Brown was the NFL's most electrifying receiver for nearly a decade. From Central Michigan to Pittsburgh, AB transformed himself into the league's most dangerous weapon through obsessive work ethic and unmatched route-running precision. His numbers were staggering: 6 straight seasons with over 100 catches, an NFL record, 4 All-Pro selections, and over 11,200 receiving yards with the Steelers. He was Ben Roethlisberger's favorite target and seemingly had Hall of Fame locked up. But success bred ego, and ego bred chaos. The drama started in Pittsburgh: sideline blow-ups, social media rants, and increasingly bizarre behavior. "I'm the best receiver in the game," Brown declared, and his play backed it up. But his demands for a new contract and constant drama forced Pittsburgh to trade him to Oakland in 2019. That's when things went completely off the rails. Brown showed up to Raiders camp in a balloon, fought with the GM over his helmet, got frostbite on his feet from a cryotherapy accident, and demanded his release before playing a single game. Tampa gave him a chance, and he helped them win Super Bowl 55, but more meltdowns followed. His career officially ended when he stripped off his jersey and ran off the field mid-game against the Jets in 2022. Legal troubles, sexual assault allegations, and mental health concerns overshadowed his incredible talent. The man who once caught everything became the player nobody wanted to catch. And finally, the most shocking rise and fall at number 1. Aaron Hernandez. From touchdown to life sentence, Aaron Hernandez had everything. Elite talent, a Super Bowl caliber team, and a $40 million contract extension. The former Florida Gator was New England's most dangerous red zone weapon, using his size, speed, and hands to terrorize defenses alongside Rob Gronkowski in the Patriots' unstoppable tight end duo. In 2011, he caught 79 passes for 910 yards and 7 touchdowns, helping New England reach the Super Bowl. His future seemed limitless, with Tom Brady throwing him passes and Bill Belichick designing plays around his unique skill set. Just 5 days after signing that massive extension in August 2012, he was already heading down a darker path. But this rise would become the most shocking fall in sports history. On June 26, 2013, police arrested Hernandez at his North Attleboro mansion and charged him with the first-degree murder of Odin Lloyd, a semi-professional football player who was dating the sister of Hernandez's fiancée. The Patriots released him 90 minutes after the arrest. The details that emerged painted a picture of a double life: gang connections, drug dealing, and alleged multiple homicides. In 2015, he was convicted of Lloyd's murder and sentenced to life in prison without parole. Days after being acquitted in his double murder trial in April 2017, Hernandez was found hanging in his prison cell, dead by suicide at just 27 years old. The tight end who once caught touchdown passes from Tom Brady died alone in a cell, his legacy forever tainted by violence and tragedy. From the end zone to the cell block, no fall has ever been further or more final. These players remind us that the NFL isn't just about talent. It's about choices, luck, and survival. Who do you think had the biggest rise and fall? Drop your pick in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe to End Zone Exposed for more football stories that will blow your mind. I hope you enjoyed the top 10 most shocking rises and falls in NFL history.